The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Drillmatic. That's a new tag. That's a new tag right there.
I like it. Do that one more time.
I don't know if I can. It's
No,
perfect right
no,
there.
you gotta get it one more time.
Right there.
Get it one more time.
Drillmatic.
That's just amazing. I'm gonna do one too. Drillmatic.
Tanita gonna come here like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Tanita,
Come in here and say Drillmatic.
we need a we need an ad lib from you.
We need a woman.
You gotta come in. You gotta be like you gotta do like an old 80s rock or an old I don't know what you did.
Drillmatic.
All right, mine is Drillmatic.
Yours.
Now you gotta hit him on the head. Yeah.
Get him.
Drillmatic. I said a drill. I said a drill. I said
Matic.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
What it do, Trillion?
Welcome back, trillions and trillionettes.
Trillmatic.
Drillmatic.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. Episode 125 of the Truth Be Told podcast, the flyest hip hop podcast there is. It's your boy Big UU on the MIC.
With your boy Riffa.
That's right, Riffa the Grim Reaper. We in this thing. Your boy Black Tide cannot make it tonight. So.
MIA, missing in action.
Could you imagine everybody that's like, could you imagine everybody that's listening right now? They're like, oh fuck, there's no Black Tide, and they just turn off the fucking podcast.
Like, this isn't good without him.
Right, all right.
What kind of truth are these guys speaking? The truth only comes out of Todd.
Right, man. I mean, we trying to get Black Tide to be a regular on the podcast, man. So if y'all,
We just lost all OVO fans.
I know all the OVO fans is like, fuck this shit.
Until Todd's there representing,
Downloads dropped off.
Out.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, if you want to get Black Tide on the podcast, you gotta let him know.
Yeah, let him
All
know
right?
that he's a substantial part of this.
Right. Tell
process.
him that he'll be missed. All right. He's missed. Yes, that's right. Like I said, episode 125. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts, not iTunes. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube.
Oh yeah, notifications, hit that bell.
Right. Hit that bell, trillmatic.com/YouTube.
Be a part of the squad, the Trillmatic squad.
Right. Go to trillmatic.com/merch.
Oh, go
Trillmatic.
get some nice shit.
Right. trillmatic.com/PayPal, trillmatic.com/Patreon. Support the boys. You can follow me on Twitter at BIGGUU254. If you don't agree with the fuck I be saying, let me know on Twitter, because I'll respond to your fucking ass.
And I'm at RIFFA
Right.
254.
Shout out to everybody that's been supporting Trillmatic.com and visiting the website.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody.
We definitely appreciate that. Anyone that's giving us views, sharing it, thank you. You
Thank
are
you.
the MVP.
Definitely. Now, let's get into the people that's giving us views. So, if y'all listen to the last episode 124, there was a little talk about Denzel Washington and The Equalizer 2 coming out.
And his hate for him.
So, okay, guys, listen. I know a lot of people, they don't like me right now because I kind of gave some hatred towards Denzel Washington. Now, listen. I'm coming from a good place. Also, by the way, Black Tide seen Equalizer 2 and he said it was trash.
No.
He said it wasn't as good as the first. I won't say he said it was trash.
It would have been better with Jenkins Goodworth.
Of fucking course. You already know this shit. We do have a comment they're reading from AW. He was a little upset about what I stated about Denzel Washington. I'm gonna give him a little more context, but I'm gonna read part of his comment. He said, "Big UU, what the fuck? Somebody need to lay you down." The pedigree of Mr. Denzel Washington, aka Malcolm X. Do your Googles, bruh. Riffa and Black Tie should have kicked you out and finished the podcast alone. Somebody please holla at Big U.
I like how you put the emphasis. Like you made them feel what he was saying.
That's how he said. That's how I read it.
That's how he typed it when he was there, texted. Whatever you want to say it. When he put it on there, that's how he was feeling. Yeah, you showed the emotion.
I did,
and it was well said.
Okay, listen, y'all.
I feel what you're saying. I understand the argument. I get the argument, but I give credit where credit's due.
So what I said, for those of you who are joining for the first time this week, what I said is that Denzel Washington acts the same in all his movies, and his movies run together to me. All right. Look,
that part I don't agree with. Yeah, I'm like that part I don't agree. The run together.
Even now you're like, nah, I can't
take back what I was just saying about. I understand. I take it all back. I don't get it.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not saying that he's a bad actor. I think he's a good actor, but I think that brilliant. He has perfected the ability to act like himself in every movie that he does. Now, here's what I'm not saying that's a bad thing. He just perfected it because everybody acts like themselves in movies.
So he acts like that just in interviews and just in real life.
Acts like himself. There's nothing different about how he acts versus movie to movie to movie. He literally, that's Denzel Washington.
It carries over.
Like, you like Denzel Washington as a person. You don't like his character, right? Because he plays the same person. Another thing that you like, everybody says he makes good movies. No, he picks good movies to act like himself in. He's the best person at doing that. I'm being for real.
Blasphemy.
It's not blasphemy. This man picks a movie and he reads the script and he says, all right, like this will require little amounts of work because this is who I am as a person.
He's an American gangster.
So okay, this is good. Good that you brought that up just now. Okay, the only time I've seen Denzel Washington act out of his normal acting ability or acting character was Training Day.
Training Day.
And he won a fucking award for that.
Yeah, what was it?
The Academy Award,
Academy
I believe.
Award, that's what it was.
For Best Actor, right?
Yeah.
Best Actor.
Yeah.
That's the only time he won. Because that was the only time that people got to see him in a different light.
And he did it. Like, he was the bad guy.
He was the bad guy.
People were like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah. It was different.
And then people were like, damn, fuck. He plays this bad guy shit. I don't even know who he is anymore. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know Denzel could even be that way.
Could hit,
you see what I'm trying to say?
Hit that I don't know, that character, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, like become that.
I also give AW who commented Malcolm X as well, because he did do a good job acting like the real Malcolm X. No. Mimicking Malcolm X. Yeah. That's also a really good that's Denzel Washington at his peak. Yeah, like that's him doing his acting.
Imitate. To be able to imitate.
Everything else, the fucking same.
Not the same.
It's the fucking same.
No, it's not. Yeah, maybe Equalizer 1 and Equalizer 2. It's the same guy, of course, same character.
Booker Eli was just blind Denzel.
Oh God!
But it's the same Denzel that was in Virtuosity, the same Denzel that was in Remember the Titans. The same exact fucking Denzel.
No,
I'm telling you, bruh.
Remember the Titans was different. He was different there.
So remember the commercial on Fences? There's a part in the trailer where he's talking to his son.
Yeah,
and he's like he's like, do you love me, Dad, or something?
See,
he's like, do I love you?
That one and Remember the Titans are kind of similar.
He does this shit in all his fucking movies. Every single one of his movies. He does this shit where he asks a question and and the person answers, and then he asks another one.
Oh my goodness!
Extremely quick, and the person answers really quick. It's like his calling card.
Trademark.
He does shit every fucking. If you watch every movie, he does that shit, bro.
You know, I was gonna make it a goal in my life to do this one day, and now I'm gonna move the process forward a lot sooner. I'm gonna own every Denzel movie,
just so you can
so I
see.
can watch it. No, not so I can start seeing it, so I can watch it and be like, no, it's not there. It's not that. I don't know.
What's gonna happen is y'all are gonna watch these movies, and then you're gonna notice something that you've seen in all of his movies. The way that he smokes the cigarette, the way that he laughs when he talks, the way that he nods. You see what I'm saying? Everything, it's the same. I'm gonna tell you who's got range.
Okay, go ahead.
Johnny Depp got some range. Now he's a little fucking crazy.
Well, that's because
now.
he's willing to do things. I mean, go outside the box. Where I guess you could say Denzel is in a box where he's not over here gonna get in full body paint and be a character from Alice in Wonderland. You know, that's not Denzel Washington. Where Johnny Depp has range because he's willing to do all that. Denzel's like, yeah, that ain't me. That wouldn't be him. That would ruin his career.
Exactly. You know why? Because he's like, I'm not gonna act like somebody that I'm not. You know why? Because then he would be fucking acting.
No, that.
Think about what you just said, bro.
That would taint his skill, not just his skill of what he's doing, but also what he doesn't do. There's certain actors that don't do comedies. You know, there's certain actors that don't do horror movies. There's certain actors who don't do dramas. Like, that's not out of their range. They just don't do that because that's not like. There's other people in that area already. Hell, they probably tried out and probably got beat because someone else is just better at that part. You know.
Okay.
That's not to say Denzel may have not tried some parts that you may have not known that he tried, and he just didn't get the part because someone else is actually better at that type of role.
No, that's never happened to Denzel.
Oh, you don't know?
That's never happened to Denzel. This is what happens.
I know he does pick a lot of his roles.
They bring him movies.
They
bring him scripts, and he decides on what he wants to do. That's just it. That's Denzel.
He's also at that level too at this point of his career.
He's been at that level for years.
Because he's been that good.
Now,
he's been that good for years.
Let me ask you this:
you only get that when you're that good. When you're that good, that's when they give you that.
You're that good.
No.
Okay, that's the
world perceives it then. The world and his peers.
The world perceives Steph Curry to be a great basketball player.
But do the other NBA players all say he's better? No, they think they're better. Where Denzel's peers have said he's the best.
No, okay, let me ask you this: have you seen the Will Smith movie with his son? Not Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay, you're talking about the other one
with Jaden.
The one that After Earth.
After Earth.
Yeah.
Do you think? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. He shouldn't have done it. He had another role that he should have did.
Okay. Let me ask you this though: his character in that.
Yeah.
Do you remember his character?
Yeah.
How he acted?
How he talked and acted.
Is he the same as the character in The Pursuit of Happiness?
No, he's the same character as he is on what's that movie where he's the football Concussion. That's where he's similar on that one.
As the one on After Earth.
On After Earth, yeah. Those are similar. Where he puts a little twist on his accent, like.
But here's the thing, though: the sternness of his father in After Earth, it just seemed like he wasn't playing no games in After Earth.
Yeah,
I didn't really get that in Concussion. Well, the accent, yes, that could have been just a horrible accent.
No, I would say the sternness is in his belief that he was right and no one's listening to him. He would get that way in there. You know what I'm saying? Like where he was fighting for these players that the NFL wasn't fighting for.
Okay, all right, I'll give you. I'll give you.
Give me that.
I'll give you that one. But I can tell you right now, Men in Black.
Okay.
Men in Black Will Smith is not the same as Independence Day Will Smith.
Well, Men in Black Will Smith is, Independence Will Smith is the same as Bad Boys Will Smith.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's very similar.
No, they're not.
Yes,
okay, Mike Lowry. I'm gonna get these hoes.
You just have Jeff Goldblum as Martin Lawrence. That's the difference.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to look into this Will Smith thing. All right.
I ruined Will Smith for you now.
I'm gonna do some research.
He does have more range, definitely, because he's willing to do other things.
I feel like he has more range.
He does, but if you pair certain movies that he's done, they're similar. Like when he's doing a certain thing, like taking on this role, there's other movies that he's kind of done that are similar to that, and they're similar. His characters are kind of similar, and then this is kind of similar. His comedy, his humor of this character is kind of the same kind of humor he has with this character. Where Will Smith has been acting, you'll see some of the shit in his movies that he did on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Just the way he acts, his outbursts and shit like that. He puffs his chest out and he does that still. Like he drags his shit out too. Everyone does that. That's what actors do. They found like a rap artist. They found their niche, what they're good at, what they bring to the table to that industry, to the industry, and they run with that because that's their place in the industry in a sense. Right. Where others, fill in the blanks. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do some research on Will Smith. Do some research. First off, your boys. There's an S after that. There's multiple. Yeah, this is your I haven't done it in a minute, by the way. Can't do it. We got a basement dwelling baby Bizoy. And Chicago. Oh shit. Not really sure if it's gangster or not. Peacemaker. Baby Bizoy. Your boy, I said Peacemaker. Your boy Vic Mensa and Akademiks are in a full-fledged back at it. It's like wait a minute. Does Vic Mensa get props for any of this? Continuing his interview. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's picking up from there, from Everyday Struggle. Yeah, right. It feels like it's almost like just picking up from there, but there was a whole in between that was different. So, recently Vic Mensa was kind of going at it with Tekashi 6ix9ine about Chicago and drill music, which Tekashi may have his style may be rooted in drill music, but drill music isn't the beginning of that is drill music is rooted in trap music from the South. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So. Exactly. It doesn't really matter. Like it's always like pulled from something. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere else, right? It wasn't just invented. Yeah, that comes once in a blue moon, right? Where someone has kind of invented something. But then if you do enough research, you'll find out that it probably wasn't. It really wasn't. Like even when T-Pain came and was doing it, that shit was already been happening. It already happened before our time. Or that's where people didn't realize it. People thought this is new. Like nah, it's just before our time. None of this shit is new. Yeah. Okay. It's all a cycle. It's all a fucking cycle. But anyways, Vic Mensa was. I guess 6ix9ine and Akademiks have been kind of dealing with Vic Mensa shots. They've been kind of all going at each other. No. And what happened was I seen that Vic Mensa had a new song that had released. It's kind of got the island vibes. A lot of people called it a Drake knockoff. That's what some people said. Ouch. Which was, I went and looked at the video and I remember it had way more dislikes than it's got likes. That's fair. Yeah, and I read the comments to see why people were disliking it, and all I see is a bunch of Akademiks sitting me here. You better thank him for this view that you're getting right now. You know Don't thank me. Thank Akademiks. Yeah, thank Ak. Somebody even say, here comes the Akademiks stimulus package. Yeah. Why did Akademiks send me here? Right. So I go to Akademiks' YouTube and I see a video of him, and he's pretty much going in a very slanderous way on Vic Mensa, saying whether or not if he's he's sending out all these threats towards him, but eventually because Akademiks is not the gangster, it's just a regular guy. I'm probably going to call the police, but eventually your threats are going to become empty, and nobody's going to believe you. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like crying wolf. Which is very strong. Strong words for someone who ain't about that life. So you said from Vic? I mean from Akademiks? From Akademiks, yeah, because he's like, because he claims he's like, I'll call the cops. I'm not really about that. I'm not. He said it's on you because I'm not gonna be the one to jump on you if I see you because I have. He's like, I don't have the issue. You have the issue. You know what I'm saying? So by that being said, I could. That's why I'm like, Akademiks ain't about that life. but he's testing the waters if Vic Mensa is, because he's definitely going to he's stirring the water up, like saying, hey, are you going to do something?
Right.
Like you're making all these threats. I'm not the type to do that. I'm not even like the type that would even basically press you to follow through on it. But I honestly believe you're not going to.
God damn, this is like high school. Just imagine being
it really is.
It's really like high school. Remember, just imagine being in high school and that kid is acting like they're harder than what they really are. They want to be like a thug, and then the nerd comes out and like calls them out like, you're not a fucking gangster. I know real gangsters, and you're not one of them. Just imagine, right?
That's fucking hilarious.
That hurts more than a gangster saying you're not gangster,
exactly.
right?
Because the person who don't even have the cred, the dude who don't have the street cred, is
the
calling
nerd
you
don't
out.
even believe you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what is bad.
They're not intimidated.
Damn.
They're just like, yeah, I know a fake gangster when I see one. I've done my calculations, and you're not a gangster.
He pushes his glasses up on his
As
nose.
he's saying it.
Right.
I did my calculations, and you're not a gangster. And at that point, he looks back down over him. Like, he does that, like,
Right.
do something.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Yeah, that's kind of suck if you're Vic Mensa.
Oh, man.
Because you're put in a position where, like, either one, you have to prove that you're a gangster,
Yeah.
or you let it slide. And either way it goes, I mean, if you're really gangster, here's the thing where it really hurts him, right? If you really are gangster and you do something to Akademiks,
It's already been called for.
you don't get any G points.
Nah.
Because it's Akademiks. He said he's a civilian.
Yeah.
I'll call the police.
Yeah.
So you don't get any G points.
And he called you out on it, too. So
And he
it's
calls the police, so you get caught.
Exactly. He called you out, and it's like a lose-lose
It's a
situation.
lose-lose situation
because,
for
like,
Vic Mensa.
he's pressing your buttons. He's saying, come on, you know what I'm saying? Do something. But I'm going to call the cops. So, are you even going to do something? So it's like he's saying, do something, and then Vic Mensa's like, I don't want to do something because you're going to call the cops.
Shit, this
He's like,
shit's
so
fucking
you're not going to
hilarious.
do that. It is high school, bro.
Yeah, it's
That
really
is
literally
fucking-
high school, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking funny.
So that's probably why Vic decided he was going to fall back all the way and say, oh, I don't have any beef with nobody. I wanted to play video games or whatever.
Yeah, it was like it was taken out of context, I guess. It was like, that's not what I meant. I wanted to play Street Fighter.
Yeah, but this is just a weird situation for Vic to be in. But this is what happens though, man. When like as much as like people think that Akademiks is a bitch or a hoe or like he's weak or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're not about that life.
Akademiks never doubles down and says, "No, fuck that. I'm not weak. I'm not. He never says any of that.
No.
So anytime, the more you do it, it's just.
It just tells you what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it looks like it shows more about you because it's like if you know he's not gonna do nothing, if you know he's a quote unquote civilian, right? Then at that point you have to disengage and leave him alone.
Just let it be.
Yeah,
like,
there's no way you can win that.
Not at all. Because you know where you're gonna end up.
You going to jail now?
I was gonna say on the bottom side of Akademiks' boots, but you know what? No.
Hey, don't get Akademiks beat up. Vic Mensa's gonna hear this shit. He's gonna fuck Akademiks
He's
up.
like, what? Is that what he told you?
Right.
Nah. Really, he'd call the cops. He wouldn't fight.
But all in all, though, that song that I did hear wasn't really all that. I'm gonna be real. I mean, it was okay, but you know what I'm saying, he called Vic Mensa a failed rapper, failed rap career.
Yeah.
Do you agree with this? Those numbers wasn't looking too good in that song on YouTube.
And those numbers are only where they are because if you think about it, Akademiks kind of gave him. He did give him a boost. I wouldn't say all of it, but there's a good chunk that Akademiks ran through there. Like got people running through that, you know, clicking on it. It's almost like clickbait through Akademiks by him saying it.
So it's
just like, ouch.
So what is Vic Mensa gonna do?
I mean, and to be on all this shit and then to drop that song and it's like Akademiks said, he's like, and then you're dropping this, like, what the fuck? He's like, you ain't gonna come out with some gangster shit or something, yo? What the fuck?
You know what Vic should have did, man? He should have stayed as he was when he originally came out. He just stayed doing that.
He should have stayed himself.
That Down on My Luck, Vince, Down on My Luck, that song, that video.
Yeah.
that's the Vince that he should have stayed.
And not to say that none of these other, I guess, personas are...
Or Vic. I said Vince. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Vic.
Not to say that they're not him either, but it's like that first original one, that's like probably the essence of Vic Mensa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the Orange Soda song and all that. You know what I'm saying? I think Vic should have stayed in that lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Because it's real. I'm going to be real. Akademiks kind of he's kind of right. It's really hard to kind of figure out who Vic Mensa is. And that's probably his reason why he doesn't really have like a solid foundation right now, because he was this artist, he was that artist, he did this type of music, did this song, and nobody really knows
who is
Vic Mensa.
Yeah, or what they're gonna get
right
when he's gonna drop. Like, so what is it this time?
Damn, man. Did Akademiks get a W? In a beef? I'm just saying, did he get a W?
It kind of seems like it.
I feel like he kind of got a W.
Yeah. He blows were thrown, and like points were made. Like he made some brutal good points, and then to see the numbers on that video and the comments, it looks like a win.
You can beat him up; it doesn't matter, bro. You still lost.
Yeah, exactly. You
still
lost.
That
ain't
you
gonna
lose
be
for even beating him up.
Yeah, you get another L.
Yeah, you get another L. You get 2 L's that time. Yeah.
So you just take the 1 L. Go
just
home.
Just fade to black.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just don't come out to get another L.
Right.
Like, just let that be. Just let it go. Honestly, just let that shit go. Let that beef go.
Yeah.
He ain't going to, though.
Let that hurt go.
He ain't going to. He's gonna see all those comments, and he's gonna want to say something. He's gonna be mad.
All right.
I think he's gonna be pissed.
It's gonna take him over. Yeah. Let's move on to some other news, man. Your boy, your favorite rapper, Baby Bizoy. Yeah, I see you looking at the computer screen.
I'm trying to see what
it's your boy Drizzy, the greatest rapper of 2018. Took no L's.
Yeah, okay.
Got all W's.
Okay.
Highest amount of streams.
If Todd was here, he'd be like, "Why are you saying these things? I know you're just playing. I know you're like now you're just being mean."
All right, sorry.
But then he'd also have his little sound bite.
666. Your boy Drake is out here. You know what? This is gonna segue into something else here, but Drake is now linking up with HBO to produce a new TV show.
Yeah.
Called Euphoria, if I'm not mistaken. Starring Zendaya, young youth up in the culture, rising up.
Oh, yeah. Mary Jane.
Right. Mary Jane. Yeah, you're right about that. I didn't think about that. HBO is setting up their stronghold. I actually listened to a podcast, or actually, it wasn't a podcast. I read an article probably about 2 weeks ago, where the CEO of HBO was like, whoever's running that content division, whatever, was like, "Yo, we're gonna ramp the fuck up.
Oh shit! Yeah.
We're about to ramp it up. We're about to take it to the next level. We about to take down Netflix.
Yeah, it's like we need to step our game up,
right? And they have locked in a couple of people. They've locked in a new Charlemagne show. They've locked in a show with Lena. I can't think of her last name. And
I know you're talking about. I don't remember the last name either, though.
Your boy Kid Fury from the Read podcast. They've locked down this new show with Drake. I think they've even locked down the LeBron show, where they're sitting around in the barbershop and they got people in there just talking and stuff. I think they've locked down all of that, which is those are strong moves.
Oh yeah,
considering the moves that Netflix has made recently, these are some strong ass moves.
Like, we're contending,
right? But what do you think about Drake producing?
I don't think about Drake.
Show.
I don't think about Drake. Let's just get that out the way. Ever. Brilliantly put it the way I did that. I know. What do I think about him getting his hands
what do you think
into
about
this?
him? I mean, yeah, man, he's stepping into the to the producing arena. He's showing off his behind the scenes moves.
Yeah, I mean, he started off as, I guess, the actor, right? Degrassi and all that shit.
Right. So it's time for him to do some TV shows, knock some shows out.
He may have had that already in the making before he got his career in like music take off the way it did. He may have already had ideas of doing shit like that when he fucked with TV shows before. So
right.
I don't know. I mean, especially just where he's at. Why the fuck not? Like I don't see why not. But I ain't checking for it though. But
so you're not gonna because it's produced by Drake?
No, I'm probably already not gonna check it.
It might end up being a good show, bro.
Because I don't have HBO. But so thank goodness I don't. I don't have to watch it because I know you'd want me to.
I probably will. I mean, we definitely have to watch an episode or two just to see what the hell is going on.
Have to see. I'm gonna see how to.
But
see
I mean, there's a difference between producing or executive producing and
I think my girl has HBO.
Directing.
I think my girl has HBO, so maybe I'll
we know somebody. Black Tie got HBO. He gonna hook us up with the login.
Chill.
It's just his password is gonna be like OVO Todd.
OVO
Todd. 1993.
Number one Drake fan. For life. Like it's gonna be something along those lines.
It's gonna be like fuck Pusha T 86.
Hey, we're gonna be really hurt when we find out it's fuck you and fuck Riffa.
I know, right?
OVO for life. And then it's like, damn, that's a long ass password.
So I think the reason that Drake is also stepping is, I mean, I don't know if that's him, but I feel like because I don't know if you know, but recently Kendrick Lamar was acting on. Did an episode on Power. It's like his acting debut.
Yeah, I heard about it. I haven't seen it, but I did hear about it.
I heard it wasn't bad from what I seen, floating around online. I haven't seen the episode yet because I'm a little behind on Power.
You're not trying to skip forward. I feel that.
No, I'm not trying to skip forward. I'm trying to wait a few episodes so I can have a few in the bag before I binge again. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, but I guess it's good for Kendrick. But at the same time, it looks like Drake couldn't let Kendrick shine for too long.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Before announcing this. Damn.
Because he knows K-Dot's over here killing the music scene. He's been doing all this shit, soundtracks, pretty much. Just holding it down, And, Drake's over here, when that was happening, Drake was on his,
hiatus,
yeah. So it's like, he felt like he's coming back to run this shit. Then he came back to Pusha T, putting a brick wall in front of him.
Right.
And so now he's moving on to this, especially with, Kendrick debuting. It's like, I'm going to go ahead and steal your thunder.
Everybody's getting into the acting or into the TV world. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of people that's like developing content right now. I mean, even Jay-Z was putting out documentaries dealing with like the prison reform and all that, which is definitely got the conversation going. But I'm kind of interested to see what both of these guys are going to do. I know J. Cole is going to probably get in there somewhere at some point too. I mean, that's like the next step.
It's just like once you reach a certain point in the industry, like, and you start kind of, I guess, wanting more. Like, well, I want to see what else I can do.
You want to try new shit. You want to keep your creative juices flowing. I dig it. Exactly. I can see that.
Get some more inspiration.
Right. But Kendrick as an actor, I'm hearing he's doing good. If y'all heard anything yourselves, or if you've seen yourselves, leave a comment, let you know what you thought of his acting for his debut.
And by hearing all this, I'm pretty sure, I'll just make this assumption, I'm gonna call it right now. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a role on Black Panther 2.
Oh shit! I'm gonna tell you, he's not gonna have a role. Drake. He's too light.
And Killmonger, but Eric Killmonger. Right. But other than that, Forrest Whitaker either.
Yeah. No, he's done.
Yeah.
I also got to talk about this, man. And I'm gonna just be real. I don't know too much about this kid.
Yeah.
Because I don't really listen to his music. And if y'all heard of Boonk, I know if you've been like online, something in the hip hop world, you've probably seen something kind of pop up on your timeline at some point.
Something that made you shake your head and say, "What the fuck is this?"
What happened was it popped up in my YouTube algorithm. It was Adam from the No Jumper podcast, which I don't re-listen to. If you listen to his podcast, he's kind of talking to all the young SoundCloud rappers that are coming up, that are new to the scene. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of his target audience. He had Boonk on there, who was fucking slizzard, all the way gone out of his mind.
Fucked up.
Couldn't give a proper interview. Fell up against the wall.
Face first.
Yeah.
Like, face. That shit was hilarious.
Tumbling all over the place.
That dude, dude, you could tell while he's doing the interview, like, he's kind of like on alert of like anything can fucking happen.
Right.
Because this dude is that fucked up. Anything can fucking happen. He kind of looks almost not really just. If you would look at him and you were watching it, you would think he's nervous. I'm like, nah. To me, I would look at it and I was like, he's alert. He's kind of like on point, looking at him like, all right, if anything pop up, I'm gonna fucking, have to do something, handle something, And it ended up turning into him just fucking like repeating himself for the most part, because Boonk kept saying shit like, "Did I tell you about it?" He's like, "Yeah, about 5 minutes ago."
Right.
And
he was gone, man.
He was.
Where do you think he was fucked up off of?
It wasn't
bars.
It wasn't weed. It was more than weed.
There's weed in there.
No, weed sprinkled in there.
No. There's weed. I think in the whole interview he smoked.
He smoked, but
I know that's not just weed. Do you think he's on like bars?
It could be.
Xannies?
Yeah, it could be Xanax mixed with alcohol.
That looks like Xannies and alcohol.
Yeah, makes you all slizzard and just fucked up. Yeah,
that looks like Xannies and alcohol.
That's what it did look like, because he was that fucked up. Unless he was just he had drunk that much to where he was just drunk out his ass. But it looked more than just drunk. It looked more. Yeah, it looked like Xannies and alcohol.
Definitely Xannies. It definitely looked like Xannies and alcohol.
That fool was fucked up now.
Yeah. Did you get fucked up like that when you was that young? How old is this motherfucker Boonk, dog? Do you remember getting like? Okay, I remember getting fucked up. I've never
been that fucked up.
You've never been that fucked up.
Where I ran in my, like, face first into a wall, or I had to have someone carry me or help me.
Right.
I've never been that fucked up.
Okay, so it looks like he's 21.
I've been fucked up to where I've gotten fucked up. Obviously, Of course, I've gotten fucked up, but
I've you're not in control. Fucked up.
No,
never. You've never gotten gotten so slizzard drunk
to where I was like, I've always been alert to it, even if I was fucked up. And one time I got so fucked up, I kind of like blacked out, and everything was blurred. And at that point, I didn't want to be where I was, so I just was like, I'm gonna leave. And I was able to play it off to everyone where I can't even see them really. Everyone's kind of a blur and everything,
right?
And fuzzy and shit, and I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna ride out and say bye and everything, and they couldn't even tell that I was that fucked up, but I was that fucked up, and I left, but I didn't leave to drive home. That's how alert I am. I just left to sober up, sit in my car, drink some water, and just sober up before I left. I just didn't want to be around people,
right?
But I was fucked up. That's how. I know how to handle my shit.
Yeah,
I'm responsible.
Now, right?
Even when I was a kid,
you knew how to handle your shit when you were 19 years old. Let's be real, bro.
Enough.
18, 19, even younger, 17, 18, 19. I've
always been pretty good with what I think I've been around you.
I think I've been around you.
And I was in a
fucked up state.
And I was shit faced. Nah, I've never been shit faced like that. There's been like maybe in my lifetime, and I'm 33. 5 to 10 times where I was shit faced, but I was still not shit faced to where I needed like help or anything. I just got fucked up and maybe passed out in an awkward place, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's that. That's what I'm talking about. That's that.
Yeah, but that's not. I wouldn't be dumb enough to be doing interviews being that fucked up.
So okay, now that you get to that, because I've been fucked up like that maybe like 4 times.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but never like super publicly.
4 or 5 times.
Okay, so
and then a little bit more, like a little less, but still fucked up. 5 minutes.
So I don't want people to think that like we're down as kid for being fucked up.
Nah,
right? Because we've been fucked up. All of y'all motherfuckers have been fucked up.
Everyone's been fucked up. But what I'm saying? What I think we are down in though is that his professionalism, I guess you could say.
So here's my thing about this.
Doing an interview and you're over here fucked up.
I have more of a problem with Adam about that interview than I have with the kid. Right?
For him continuing it.
He should never fucking did the shit.
Once he saw how fucked up he was, he should
let that go. He said, I can't do this fucking interview.
Hey, he should have canceled
Come back
it.
to me when you're sober.
He should have.
But he didn't. You know what he did?
He got
fucking
ratings.
put that shit on fucking YouTube.
Got ratings.
And he got fucking numbers.
Yeah.
And he got paid.
Yeah.
Which lets me know that he's just kind of exploiting this dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, definitely.
He doesn't really give a fuck about him. You see what I'm saying? Whereas
someone might say he's just putting him on blast. No, he knew he'd get money.
Of course.
He knew he'd get paid for that.
You know he's gonna get numbers?
Yeah.
She did like that shit like the. I'm gonna be surprised if there's 2 million views right now. What do you say? Boonk on Boonk. I wouldn't be surprised if this shit's over like 2 million. Yeah, look at 2.3 million.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
2.3 million on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Did numbers.
All right.
Because of the hilarity of kind of how fucked up he was and how he went face first into the wall. But then you look at it in the other aspect of this dude is doing this interview and continuing it as he's this fucked up. You can't. At points, you couldn't even understand him. He didn't make sense.
Well, see, I actually felt really bad for this little dude, man, because when he was talking, there was things that he was like kind of focused on. He was focused on likes, and retweets, and views, and followers.
Yeah.
And then I just seen a lot of tats on his face, and him being like super fucked up.
Yeah.
Probably most likely on the Xannies and the alcohol.
Yeah.
Most likely. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at this shit. I'm just like, dawg, this is really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of these motherfuckers like this.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
See,
now, we were wilding. We know people that were wilding.
But this dude's been after clicks and likes and all that shit for a long time. Boonk.
Okay.
Like on YouTube, doing crazy, wild, stupid shit.
Right.
Like, like that whole. That's where I came across him, is because I like comic shit and all that stuff, and he was like, he had a video of him being like the #1 Joker, and he was like versus this white dude who had like face tattoos like the Joker and shit,
right,
and they're kind of going at it like who's the real Joker type shit, which is kind of dumb from them, and because they're acting like they're wilding out, trying to be like Jokerish. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all are overboard. You know, like y'all are just getting tattoos on your face. You know what I'm saying? They did the Jared Leto shit, so everyone's starting to do that. Then they had also the scars. You know, people are doing the scars on their face, like on their mouth, kind of like Heath Ledger. So I mean, they're just kind of battling on that aspect, and it became big because they were just acting crazy, wild. Right. They'd be dressed up, holding a gun, yelling, laughing,
right?
You know, and then.
But I mean, they're young now,
and he put out so many other videos just like stupid shit. Like you saw that video that I showed you, like he's just opening his mouth, he's like, yeah, just doing some stupid shit.
Now
but
look,
it's getting hits and likes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this is why things. This is why this shit is sad. I'm gonna tell you why, though, man. Because I was talking to somebody. We were talking about when we were kids and what were our struggles.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the things that we were talking about was the Atlanta episode where there was like this whole thing with the FUBU and having the fake FUBU and how that was kind of like a struggle.
It was
as youth trying to like be like
try to
be fresh and all this shit, right?
Contend.
Right. That, and even though you weren't. You didn't have it to afford. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. So that was like a struggle, right?
Yeah.
But we were talking and we were like trying to figure out what these new motherfuckers struggle, because they don't really care about what you fucking wear. That's not even on their fucking.
Yeah, they don't care what you think of them, how they look, and what they're dressed up as.
They don't care about none of that shit. But you know what their fucking struggle is? The fucking internet, bro.
Likes,
videos, and all this shit. That's their fucking struggle. You know what I'm saying? They have to figure out. They can't.
Well, it's because
they don't know anything else, bro.
They're trying to find love and acceptance through the internet, and that's a wide place to look for it. When we had literally friends that a circle.
We thought they were friends.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
I guarantee those friends that you had back then, you probably don't have
a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them. But there's the day ones, definitely.
There's definitely day one. I consider you a day one. You know what I'm saying? I consider you a day one.
Oh, I consider you a day one too, off top.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and there's definitely a group of them.
More like day three, but
Yeah.
It wasn't super like
we weren't in like elementary, so
Right,
it's like
right,
not necessarily day one, but
Close
day
enough.
3. Close enough.
Yeah.
We're still there.
Yeah.
But no. So I mean, we had that where all these kids have, the games with, you're online, you're just playing with people from different countries. Then you're over here doing the YouTube video. Everyone wants to do YouTube videos, be a YouTube star, and stream their games, this and that also, and shit like that. And just make videos. And they want the likes, the acceptance, they want the fans, and that's the struggle. Yeah, because social media, in a sense, is giving these kids almost like, it's actually been proven. I saw a thing on one of those doctor shows and shit where it's like it's a drug, like it sets off the whatever
the neurons. So I've been reading up a lot about this shit.
They need the likes or their shit.
That's one of the reasons why Facebook is so big, because you post something,
instant high.
you get an instant hit.
Yeah.
Each time, whether it's a like or a laugh or a comment.
Yeah.
It's like an instant, like, boom. You know what I'm saying?
And to some people, that's that high. It was like, yes,
bro. They
more and more.
So they've studied slot machines.
Yeah.
Right. They've put like millions of dollars into figuring out how to make the slot machine as addictive as possible.
Oh yeah.
Everything from where you're sitting,
visual,
how it feels when you're sitting down, this movement here when you're pulling the slot down, where your eye levels is, the particular lights that's shining,
down to science.
It's down to a fucking science, bro. And there are people that were in the social media shit that was trying to mimic that exact same shit, specifically for social media.
Yeah.
Specifically built to keep you wrapped into that shit.
And
you see what I'm saying?
Success.
It's been successful.
Yeah.
That's why if you're listening right now and you're like addicted to social media, you feel like you're not, you probably are, right? What I would suggest is you take at least a month off
and be addicted to our podcast.
Right, listen to every episode. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's like, but I think about these kids and I'm like, damn, like they've grown into that, right? They don't know anything else but that.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like we went through the evolution. We went through.
We got to see the before and now.
Right, you know? All the way up until now, right?
Yeah, we got to see the before. Right. There was even anything.
Before there was even anything social media related. Yeah. So we have the ability to kind of be a hybrid.
Yeah.
Like we can use social media, but we don't need that shit.
We understand the old heads when they're like, I don't get this. Right. Yeah. Right. We get it.
We get it.
Because we don't get it, but we do get it.
Right. Like we can get in there and do what we need to do, and we can leave if we want to, right?
Yeah.
Not to say that there's not people that's our age, our generation that's not addicted.
Oh, there's definitely
right, because everybody's addicted on all levels.
Oh yeah.
Right. But these younger motherfuckers, the next generation,
it's more than addiction. That's all they know.
Like that's all they know. They've never seen what it was like without the internet.
Yeah.
They don't know that life.
Yeah, without internet and game consoles and shit like that. Like social media, just having the World Wide Web at your fingertips. Like I remember not having a phone.
Right.
Yeah. And now I also know when something happens, like I forget my phone and stuff, I see like the whole evolution of now. It's like, damn, I don't have my phone.
Yeah.
I feel like naked, like something's wrong.
Right.
That's it got to that point. But then I also think I lived all those years without a phone.
Without a phone, you'll be all right, right?
Be all right, yeah.
Because the first thing you think of is, oh shit, what if somebody's trying to get in touch with me?
Yeah.
Like, what if something happens to like a family member or something?
Well, yeah.
And I need them to call me. Or I need to be there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because that's the day we live in now. So it's like that's
you think you need that shit, but for years, motherfuckers were getting along without that shit.
They would find you if they needed to get you.
Somebody was going to get in contact with you.
Yeah, they'll find Yellow Pages. They'll find your job. You know what I'm saying? The number for your job and shit.
Right. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
You don't need a cell phone that much.
Yeah. People used to just go to where they needed to go. Right. You know? And to get in contact and talk to somebody instead of now it's like, let me call them or let me hit them on Facebook.
Like somebody will say, well, my child needs a cell phone because what if somebody starts shooting up the school or some shit, right?
No.
Motherfucker, it's like 900 students in here, okay? I highly doubt that 900 calls to 911 is even going to get fucking through.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I don't know if that many at once is going to help. Yeah,
right. You just need one motherfucker in the back to just call on the landline and be like,
one
"Yo,
adult that can get
they can get there and say, "Yo, 911." There's somebody shooting up the cool. It just takes one call.
Yeah.
You don't need everybody to have their fucking cell phone. You just
flooded the lines, and ain't shit going on. Right. Now, someone that's not even having to do with that school shooting, but is having an emergency at their house, can't even get through.
That's true.
Everyone is calling for
because everybody's flooding the line.
Yeah.
I mean, I just say all that to say that that's what I see when I see Boonk. Right? Like this, I really see that like one of those kids that grew up in the internet. Yeah. They look and see what's popping on the internet. They mimic it, trying to increase the followers, likes, retweets, shares,
their popularity,
virality. That's like their thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you can go viral, like they make that, it's like a game to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that like to getting the tattoos on the face and all this shit, all that shit that they see on the internet that they've pretty much ingested into the system. Though. Like if this man doesn't like figure out like how to like be aware of what's going on, he's gonna die, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You see how he is right now?
That's what I'm saying.
He's been like this for a while, where he act wild and shit, like crazy. But then all this shit being that fucked up, it's like, dude.
Right. I don't want to see him die.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, young, right?
He's just over the top and overboard too much. It's like he's one of the. He's like a lot of like some people could probably relate to this. That one friend that just doesn't know when to stop. Like everyone knows their limit drinking. Right. They don't.
They always have that one person
that just
goes overboard.
Or when it came to like.
We know people like that.
Trying different drugs or whatever, and then there's that one that's like, I'm gonna do more, or I'm gonna be the most fucked up,
right?
And it's like, it's not a race, it's not a test, it's not, no trophy at the end,
right? Bro, I remember this one time. I'll tell y'all this story, man, of when I got super slizzard off of vodka. I was going shot for shot with my homeboy, Brad, who's no longer alive, but we went shot for shot. We did like 10 shots. We realized that we weren't going to be the best by going shot for shot. So we just grabbed a glass and just poured it up with straight vodka. And then we see who could chug the glass the fastest.
How did that work out for you?
I don't know who won. I can't remember who won. But I just remember I was like slumped in a...
That means you both won if y'all were both fucked up.
Yeah, we were fucked up beyond.
No one.
Yeah, I just remember I was like on like a bathroom floor for
maybe
a while.
Maybe you didn't win then.
Yeah. I won.
She said I won the race to the super
That's
toilet
probably
bowl.
The drunkest I've ever been. But I needed to do that once so I could know what my limits were, because I didn't know. I was young, bro. I was like, I definitely was under 21.
It's always and every once in a while as an adult, it's kind of good to every once in a while try to do that.
Yeah, well, get all the way fucked up.
Kind of go back into just to be like, okay, that's my limit. I kind of so you stay in touch with this, so you don't forget at a time that you don't want to forget.
Right.
Stay in touch with that shit on your own terms, so that when you don't fuck up when you don't want to, in a bad situation.
Right. All in all, man, I just hope that
I'm telling people to get fucked up. Don't get fucked up.
Nah, get fucked up. Get fucked up.
Okay, get fucked up. Get fucked up. Get fucked up.
Hey, don't know about that shit, bro.
I know about that.
Shout out to the icons with a Z. But no, man. Boonk, if he's listening, I hope you get this shit squared away, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think they said his family's trying to stage a intervention on him.
No, that's good. Because for one thing, it's like don't be getting this fucked up for like just for during your social life, like during your time, like all day, like it's like that's for a party,
right?
Right. You do this shit on a regular. It's like you're over here doing interviews.
Okay, let's think about this, bro. When we were like 19, 20, right? Just think about this, okay? I'm asking you to think.
Yeah.
Just remember, okay? Everybody else that was that age, there was a lot of people that we know of that even us, we was out there getting fucked up.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I've never been like that in a public setting.
No.
I've never like been out and about in like the the wild drunk dude that's falling on the ground and everybody's got to pick him up and shit like that. I've never been that dude.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? If I did do it, it was always in private.
I've had to pick up people, and I've had to been the guy helping. That was my life. No.
I don't know. I picked you up.
No. I'm saying I've picked up others.
I picked up Sheree.
You didn't have to pick me up ever.
I'm fucking around.
I'm like, get off me!
Right?
Don't touch me.
I'm good.
I meant to lay down here on the ground.
I'm sober.
Oh, I meant to lay down here after I tripped on that shoe. That's what I meant.
I'm wide awake, motherfucker. Let's get into something else, man. Well, the last thing here, Jonah Hill is your boy, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, he's down. He's cool.
Jonah Hill's been down for a minute.
For a while, yeah.
I've been fucking with Jonah Hill, to be honest with you, since
Grandma's Boy.
Was he on Grandma's Boy?
I think, was he that kid?
He was on 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
That's when I've been fucking with Jonah Hill. I just like this character.
Oh, yeah.
This super bad.
Super bad. Oh, yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny
He just
guy.
grew from there, man.
Oh, yeah.
He just kept going, bro.
The Wolf on Wall Street.
Wolf on Wall Street. He actually did a fucking great job.
He did a great job. He was wilding on there.
Yeah. He's got some acting chops. I think his acting chops get slept on.
Definitely.
In places of his comedy. Because he's funny, but his acting chops is pretty good, too.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he just still, like I was talking about, he kind of gets painted with that comedian almost brush to where it's like people are just expecting more funny when they think Jonah Hill.
Right. He's now stepping into the writing and directing part of his acting career with a new movie called Mid-90s. The trailer released earlier this week, I believe.
Get him.
A lot of people are interested in this movie, mainly people from this age group.
Oh, yeah.
Our age group.
Yes.
Because we kind of, even though like I didn't grow up in the skater culture, I still relate to that because I knew how, I don't want to say separate, but I remember when I was a kid, like black people didn't skate.
Being in the odd squad, you know, being
but,
like,
right.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was kind of, the odd squad. I like that.
Yeah,
it's the perfect way to put it.
We might start using that here for some.
The odd squad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people have used that already. Yeah.
We're gonna spell it different.
It's probably trademarked.
We're gonna spell it different.
Right. I know, right? I know. Switch on shit.
Do it and shit.
Yeah, spell it like SQOD.
Yeah.
Odd Squad. Remember the Mod Squad?
Oh God, yeah. I do.
I call ourselves the God Squad. I'm just coming up with all kind of shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, no. But this movie looks good, man.
Oh, it does. I mean, very nostalgic. Just the feel of it. It almost feels like it was filmed in the '90s. The way he had.
Yeah, it looked like
he did it like really well.
I see somebody say, "Can I buy this on VHS?"
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Because it feels like it. I don't want to say it feels like a VHS, but it does feel like it looked like it was the '90s.
Yeah, it really looked like the night, like he filmed it in the '90s. We caught the essence of the '90s.
Does it look like a movie that was filmed in the '90s, or does it actually look like the '90s?
There you go.
You think our eyes were different?
It's not the quality because this quality is definitely better than what we had in the '90s when it comes to clearness in movies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't fucking.
We're talking about how they dress and everything.
They ain't fucking with tube TVs.
Nah. There was something in it. They had like, camcorders in the trailer.
Well, yeah. Well, no.
They're using camcorders.
They're gonna have two TVs, but the kids don't know about that shit.
Nah, they don't know about that shit. Camcorder.
Oh,
fucking camcorder. You know how much?
I'm sure we're gonna find Walkmans in there too.
No, he had a CD player when he was playing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he had a little CD player. I was like, okay. Yeah. I'm feeling like a kid again. It's so wild, bro. The '90s is the new '70s.
Exactly. I remember we were talking about this.
We talked about that shit, right?
Yeah, we talked about it before, but it's like, what the fuck, man?
God damn.
The movies now pertain like back in the day, or you know what I'm saying? Or they're like
it's so wild. Our shit is back in the day now, bro.
In the past, or you know what I'm saying? They say the whole 30 years ago, and it's like, shit.
I know, right. That's what they say 30 years ago.
The 90s.
God damn.
And then it's like present time. It's like, fuck, they went from the 90s to the present time. No, we're that now.
Right. I know that shit's wild, bro. There's kids that weren't even born. And they're looking back, like, because remember how we used to look at this? I wasn't born in the 70s.
But doesn't it seem like they skipped the 80s on that whole aspect?
It does feel like they skipped, but maybe they didn't skip it in the 90s. Maybe all the people that were coming up in the 90s were hooked onto the 80s.
Because I'm just saying, it's like
but we were hooked on the present.
Yeah,
we were hooked on present 90s.
Yeah,
but like people that are like our age, it was like fuck. The 80s are like 60s now, bro.
Yeah. It's always like,
you see what I'm saying?
20-year gap.
Yeah.
When you say, or 20 to 30 year gap when you say shit like this. Yeah.
I'll make a movie called The Mid 90s and just disrespect my life.
Oh my god.
Nah, man, but it was cool though. Man.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
I was cool seeing that because I'm like, all right, yeah, this kind of because you know why, man. Like, funny. I mean, of course, 90s rap was the shit, right?
Yeah, off top.
I don't think we fucking give enough props to 90s rock.
Oh, I do.
Or 90s like grunge and shit.
I do.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I do.
Like Nirvana and shit like that. We don't give enough. That's what that trailer reminded me of. Like I feel like Nirvana should have been playing in that trailer.
Could have definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could have definitely had some of that grunge in there.
Right. Hey, you don't know nothing about that.
Here we are now.
Yeah.
Entertaining. I just do. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yo, that song is fire though, dog.
Fuck yeah.
I was listening to the 90s on 9.
Yeah.
On satellite radio.
Yeah.
And they were playing like 90s rock, and I was like, fuck, dog.
I'll be jamming for you like some 90s rock.
Just quality shit right here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They had some good ass fucking beautiful.
It's funny because I know all those damn songs, but I was never like a big rock
into
fan.
it at that time. Yeah,
right. But I know all these fucking songs
because it was still like forced onto you at that time because we had our MTV and all that stuff, TRL and shit like that. You know, it was forced on us in a sense, but we also like us as like artists in a sense have an open mind to other genres and other music. Dude,
right.
A lot of times
yeah.
you'll hear a rap artist say that they're listening to someone that's like doing rock or some shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm really feeling this. And it's just like some people are like, what the fuck?
Right.
But I get that shit because I live that shit too. Because
right.
I listen to other shit. Because you can get inspiration from other genres. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where you get samples. A lot of people will get samples from other shit because they heard. I mean, some people go
like we wouldn't have the first NERD if it wasn't for 90s rock.
Fuck, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight
we
up.
wouldn't have it.
Oh, baby, you want me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clearly, or even that other one that, the very first song they came out with.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
That was on some whole other level shit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
What was that song called again?
I forget what that song was called. It's almost over now. It's almost
over. I remember that shit. That was some new shit. Like
I can't remember the words,
like
but that was the okay, right? That was next level.
Yeah,
but that wouldn't be there without like 90s. You know what I'm saying? 90s rock. But I really want to see this movie because in the movie, I know there's going to be 90s rock because it's skater culture. Yeah, but I seen when he was in his brother's room, his brother had all the 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
You seen the Wu-Tang and you seen Mobb Deep and that's all that shit.
And then he even pertained. He's like, your friends are like.
He said, your ghetto ass
friends. Yeah, that's what he said. Your ghetto ass friends.
Yeah.
So it's like
okay, all right.
So he's over
coming
here.
to age.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it really feels like. But and you know what? By doing it, shit like this, and if it's a hit, all that is gonna bring back a lot of styles too. Like kids are gonna start.
Oh, yo, fuck! They brought back Jinko jeans,
bro. What the fuck?
If you don't know what Jinko
elephant trunks,
right? If you don't know what Jinko jeans are and you're too young, just go Google Jinko jeans from the 90s.
My God, Jinko jeans.
Yeah. Just think about that, fool. That's what kids. That's what the skaters were wearing.
Yeah.
The skaters, black kids were wearing that shit here and there.
The skaters and the goths.
Yeah, and the goth.
Is that like politically incorrect to say nowadays?
No,
I don't even know. The goths.
No, hell no.
They don't get mad.
No, are they even goth people?
We embrace it.
Damn right, I'm goth. Do you know if there's any goth now?
I don't know.
I haven't been anywhere and just seen a goth kid walking around. You don't really
see
I guess because the culture of it kind of spread to everybody. Because I see adults wearing black fingernails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And black lipstick. It's like a normal thing with everybody now. So I guess it's
faded into the culture to where it's like, it's diluted.
Right. That's what it is. That's watered down.
Yeah, watered down. That's the right way to say it. It's there, but it's watered down.
Right. But remember when kids wore that shit? It was like you were weird, right?
It was like a lot of times people think, oh shit, something's about to happen at school.
He's gonna shoot himself. He's gonna shoot the school up. That's what they used to think. That's what they used to think of the goth kids.
They're the ones that would push the limits. They come with trench coats and trench
There
coats.
was kids that, yo, with that trench coat
you need to
shit.
stop doing.
Don't do
playing.
that shit. Right.
Like you need to stop playing with that shit. Like,
Right. That was after like one school shooting across America after Columbine. Right?
Imagine if we had social media in the days,
bro. Now they have to go. They have to do like fucking school shooting drills.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to do like fire drills and tornado drills. They got to do fire drills, tornado drills, and school shooting drills.
Yeah. That's the tornado drills and the fire drills were when like fights would go down. Like remember, like everyone would get outside and all of a sudden everyone start running to like leave their class and run to a different area because two people that were in different classes start fighting.
Boxing. Those are the good times.
Good old days.
Before guns.
Yeah, we didn't have to worry about that. We just had to worry about them hands being thrown.
That was it. You just had to catch them hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm shout out to Jonah Hill, man, because
yeah, man,
it's got us reminiscing already.
Exactly. Look at that. Like, and he's 34 years old, so he's just right. That's exactly why it's perfect for the vision. You know, because he's like he lived it.
Yeah, he knows that shit.
He knows it.
He wrote that shit. I'm pretty sure he included his real life.
Yeah, it's definitely sprinkled.
Incorporated.
Definitely. I think he's the older brother who listens to hip hop.
No.
The bully.
That kid looks like he was 12 in the 90s, and I think that's
him, like kind of based off of his life in a sense.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. Jonah Hill
part of
over
it
there.
anyways.
Yeah. Jonah Hill over there, skater. Let us find out he was a skater and shit. Jonah Hill over there, fucking got skills and shit.
What white kid wasn't a skater kid back in the 90s?
That's true.
That shit was popping. I don't know about. I'm pretty sure. I mean, now it's like worldwide.
Oh god,
everybody's skating now, right?
It took off.
But remember, it was kind of like a white kid thing.
Like, I got some skateboards at the house that I had since I was back then, damn near.
Right.
And they don't even like they're old, like old school. And I never fucked with them really. Just always had them. The most I fucked with them was like I'd fucking maybe have a rope and like be on it and someone pull and then you kind of go fast and just not really skate with it. But recently, we were pulling them out. Me and my brother, and we got on them, just fucking around. And my niece was kind of getting into like skating type shit and everything. So we pulled out the skateboard and just started fucking. I started getting pretty good with it. It wasn't that bad, wasn't that hard.
Oh, a Lil Wayne in this bitch.
I know, I wasn't that bad. It kind of made me.
Suck
upset.
a nigga dick for some truck fit.
It just made me upset that in our time we didn't have what these kids have now with skate parks. Like we didn't have that here.
I know. It's because, but see, here's the thing though. Our generation was like, yo,
yeah, we're like,
we gotta build them a skate park.
Well, yeah, that's
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Because nowadays we're like, we didn't have that. They need that.
Exactly.
We could have used that.
Yeah. So that's why these fucking kids got to recognize that we already been there.
Yeah.
All right.
And they need to thank us for contributing. For their enjoyment because
what
they like now. We're giving it to them because we wanted it and we didn't have it.
We fixed so much shit for y'all. We made it to where you don't have to wear nice clothes. You don't have to wear these super high ass name brand clothes.
Yeah.
We made it to where you could fucking not have to. If you were a rapper, you didn't have to sign to a fucking label.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? We set all this shit up for you.
We opened all those doors.
We are the internet, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Age group is the internet.
We are the fucking internet.
Yeah, like you said, we lived it all. We were there from pretty much the beginning of the explosion of the internet. Because the internet was there before us, but it was like so basic that shit was like.
They used the data from us to make the internet you use today.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Even your boy Mark Zuckerberg.
That's true.
He's our age.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Things were open to these kids because people our age grew up with this shit and kind of was able to fucking figure out shit for the future.
Right.
And the future is now.
We went on a little rant there.
Yeah, the future. That sounds like a fucking I'm trying to.
You did.
And the future is now.
Yeah, you did. You sound like a Starship Troopers commercial.
A little infomercial and shit.
Yeah, you did.
I'm trying to get you to join the military and shit.
Right, I know, right?
And the future is now.
Yeah, Starship Troopers is a fire-ass movie anyway. Yes, y'all, we are ending the podcast. No, we don't have any reviews today.
Dun, dun, dun.
But we will have reviews next week. We're also going to give y'all the episode a little later.
A little late.
Because your boy Riffa is headed out.
Road trip. I'll give you the details when I get back. I ain't trying to kind of spoil it now, and then it's just like, we heard you talk about it last episode.
You know what you should do, man? You should make sure you get a little bit of...
I'm getting footage.
Oh, get some footage.
Oh, I'm getting footage.
Get some footage, have some fun. I'm gonna try to make a little... We're gonna tie it together and throw it up. We'll throw it up on
I'm down
on the
with that.
YouTube channel.
As long as I'll give you the right footage.
Okay, bet. I'll edit it together. Y'all, if y'all want to see that... I mean,
if y'all want to see that, hey, I'm sure you want it because we're taking a road trip to Vegas. I'll give you that much. So we're gonna make some pit stops in between, and you know, the Vegas part. I don't know how much you're gonna get because I'm there for a bachelor party, and my girl's gonna be there for the bachelorette party. It's her family, friends, and shit.
Okay, definitely get some footage. All right.
Yeah. Well,
we'll keep that one.
Yeah.
So we don't get flagged.
Yeah, we're
by
gonna
YouTube.
We're gonna be eating dinner at some nice places. That's about it.
Make sure you go down to Fremont, man.
Oh, we're definitely going to Fremont, bro. I'm gonna do one thing. I'll give you, and I'm gonna try to get this on camera, definitely. But I'm gonna do the whole what's that shit? The
you gonna do that shit with the fucking?
But I'm gonna do the Superman style. Tell them to pay to lay down. So I'm kind of doing it like.
Oh shit!
Because if not, you're sitting. I want to lay down. And
be careful, bro.
Why? Oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure nothing falls out of my pipe. You know?
Make sure you don't fall, motherfucker.
I think I'll be alright. I feel secure. I hate heights, but when I feel secure,
you done one of those before?
No.
Y'all know he's talking about. He's talking about like the little things where you lay in, like you're in a.
I forgot what it's called.
I don't know either, but you slide across. If you've been down to Fremont Street, in Las Vegas, you know these two little things because it's across the whole street.
They go the whole distance, pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, and you're laying it, and then you kind of swing.
Yeah,
from one side to the other,
all the way.
Zip across.
That's what it is. It's a zip line.
Zip line.
It's a zip line.
Yeah, it's like a zip line, but not.
Yeah, right when you said
not like when you're sitting in it though. You're like laying in it.
Yeah, well, you can sit it. There's a money option.
Good luck, my friend.
There's the money option.
Oh, there's two types.
Yeah, you get to either sit in it. It's a little cheaper, and then you get to do the laying one and pay a little bit more.
Big UU ain't getting up there. Big UU
for it.
Big UU too big. All right. I'm not gonna take that L.
I'm be doing some wild shit on this vacation, so I'll try to bring some shit I've never done in my life experience. Right, so I'll have some footage. I'll bring some footage.
So we're gonna bring out an episode later. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Drop us a line. Subscribe on YouTube, TrillMac.com/YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
YouTube. Notification Squad. You know
that's right. Become part of the Notification Squad. Go to TrillMac.com/merch, TrillMac.com/Patreon, just TrillMac.com in a period. Go to Facebook.com/Ben Trillmatic to like the page.
Yes, and
follow
go
us.
Browse on there. You'll find something you like.
Right.
Go listen to some artists.
Yeah, go find some
some underground talent that you ain't never heard of.
Right. And that's it, y'all. We gonna be about this thing. No,
turn back.
Deuces.
Chill.
You're not gonna hit him with a fight go with?
Ain't a fight go with that. Slumps up, bitch.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.